Hello teacher, today I'm going to summarize all the chapters that we have studied. The first is about chapter 1, Introduction of Management. The first is about the organization, a collection of people working together to achieve a common purpose. And organizations provide useful goods and service that return value to society and satisfy customer needs. Next one is about organization performance. Productivity, an overall measure of quantity and quality of work performance with resource utilization taken into account. And performance effectiveness is an output measure of task or goal accomplishment. Performance efficiency is an input measure of the resource cost and also cited with goal accomplishment. Next one is about manager. Manager is a directly support, activate, and is responsible for the work of others. The people who managers help are the ones who tasks represent the real work of the organization. And management skill. There are 3 management skills. The first one is technical, and then human skill, and the third one is conceptual skill. The first skill is technical skills. Is our job specific knowledge and technical needed. Then human skill is ability to work with other people, individual or in a group. The third one is ability to think and to conceptualize about abstract and complex situations. There are 3 types of managers, top manager, middle manager, and line manager. The third part is the management process. Functions of management, they are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Planning is the process of setting objectives and determining what actions should be taken to accomplish them. The organizing is the process of assigning tasks, allocation resources, and coordinating work activities. Leading is the process of arousing people's enthusiasm to work hard and direct their efforts to achieve goals. Controlling is the process of measuring the work performance and taking action to ensure desired result. This is all for the chapter 1. Next is the chapter 2, History of Management. First part is classical management approaches. Scientific management, the Gilbreth emphasized careful selection of training of worker and supervisor support. Administrative principles are foresight, organization, command, coordination, and control. Principle to guide managers in action. Scholar chain, there should be a clear and unbroken line of communication from the top to the bottom of the organization. Unity of command. Each person should receive orders from only one post. Unity of direction. One person should be in charge of all activities in the same performance objective. Bureaucratic organization, an idea intentionally rational and very efficient form of organization based on principle of logic, order, and legitimate authority. Characteristics of bureaucratic organizations are clear division of labor, clear hierarchy of authority, formal rules, and producer impersonality, career based on merit. The second part is behavioral management approaches. Maslow's theory of human needs is a physiological or psychological deficient people feel compelled to satisfy. Need level: physiological basic needs, food, water, physical well-being. Safety is security, protection, and stability. Then social is love and social relationship. Esteem is respect, recognition, and self-actualization is use ability to dominate to society. McGregor theory X and Y. Theory X is assume that workers dislike work, lack ambition, are irresponsible, resist change, and prefer to be led. Theory Y assumes that workers are willing to work, capable of self-control, willing to accept responsibility, imaginative and creative, capable of self-direction. The third part is modern management foundations. Evidence-based management, making management decisions on hard facts about what really works. Evidence-based positive human resource management practice. Employment security, selective hiring, self-managing teams, high pay based on merit, training and development, reduce status, distinction, share information. And that's all for chapter 4. The next one is chapter 5, global management. Global management, managing in organizations with business interests in more than one country. Market entry strategy involve the sale of goods and services to foreign markets, but do not require expensive investment. Culture and global diversity. One is about silent language of culture. The context is low context culture, emphasize communication via spoken or written words, like United States, Canada, or Germany. High context culture rely on nonverbal and situational cues, as well as unspoken or written words like Thailand or Malaysia. Time monochronic culture, people tend to do one thing at the same time, like United States, Canada, or Germany. And polychronic culture, time is used to accomplish many different things at once, like Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Mexico. Space. Proxemic study how people use space to communicate. In the US, people value personal space, and in Asia, culture expect much less personal space. Tight and loose culture, strength of norms that govern social behavior, tolerance for any deviance from norms. Thai equal Japan, Korea, loose equal Brazil and Hungary. Values and national cultures, power distance, doctor and driver, uncertainty avoidance, degree of tolerating risk, individualism, collectivism, individual and group, masculinity, femininity is male and female. Time orientation, short-term thinking and long-term thinking. The next chapter is chapter 8, planning processes and technicals. Planning process are define your objectives, determine where you stand vis-a-vis objectives, develop preminds regarding future conditions, analyze alternatives and make a plan, implement the plan and evaluate results. Benefits of planning are improves focus and flexibility, improves action orientation, improves coordination and control, planning and time management. Type of plans. First is long range and short range plans. Second is strategic and tactical plans. Strategic plans are focus on the organization as a whole or major component. Long-term plan. Tactical plans is production plans, financial plans, facility plans, logistic plans, marketing plans, and HR plans. Operation plans are guide behavior and describe what needs to be done in short term to support strategic and tactical plans, include standing plans and single-use plans. And the third one is planning tools and technicals. Forecasting is the process of predicting what will happen in the future. Qualitative forecasting and quantitative forecasting. Contingency planning is identifying alternative action to take when things go wrong. Backup plan. Scenario planning and identify alternative future scenarios and makes plan to deal with each other. Long-term version of contingency planning. And benchmarking is used external and internal comparison to plan for the future improvement. Internal benchmarking is members and workers learn and improve by sharing practice. External benchmarking is learned from competitions and non-competition turns alike. Staff planning is get the staff with right skill and number of people involved in planning process. And the final chapter is chapter 9, control processes and systems. Importance of controlling. Controlling is the process of measure of performance and making sure things turn out as intended. After action review is a systematic assessment of lessons learned and results accomplished in a completed project. Types of controls. Feed-forward controls is ensure that direction and resources are right before the work begins, take place before a work activity begins. Concurrent controls is focused on what happened during the work process, make sure things are being done according to the plan. Feedback control is take place after an action is completed, focus on the quality of end result. Internal and external control. Self-control is occurs through self-discipline in fulfilling work and personal responsibilities, consists of unlocking, allowing, and supporting it. Prerogative control is influence behavior through authority, policies, producers, job description, purchase, and day-to-day supervision. Client control is influence behavior through norms and expectations set by the original culture. Market control is influence of market competition on the behavior of organization and their members. The control process. Step 1 is establish objectives and standards. Step 2 is measure as actual performance. Step 3 is compare results with objectives and standards. And step 4 is take corrective action. Control tools and technicals. Project management and control. Project management is make sure that activities required to complete a project are planned well and accomplishment on time. Technicals, Gantt chart and CPM, PERT. Inventory control is ensure that inventory is only big enough to meet immediate needs. Break-even analysis is performed what-if calculation under different revenue and cost conditions. Financial control is a balance sheet shows asset and liability at one point in time. An income statement shows profit and loss at one point in time. Balance scorecard is entirely organizational performance in financial, customer service, internal process, and innovation and learning areas. And that's all. That's are all chapters I have summarized. Thank you for listening.